Tropics are pretty quiet at this point, but we are monitoring one area. This is way off in the eastern Atlantic. National Hurricane Center does give this now a 60% chance of further development over the next 7 days. So at this point, tropical depression could form by the middle of this week. So something we'll continue to monitor, but it's a long ways out there. So nothing to worry about in the short term. Do have a good bit of Saharan dust coming off the African coast as well, but if you get a little bit closer to the continental United States, you don't notice nearly as much dust, especially towards the East Coast and into the Gulf there. So pretty quiet weather conditions, but we do have that one area we'll watch as we do have that moderate chance of further development over the next 7 days. So far, we've had 6 named storms. Our next named storm would be Gabrielle. So far, the strongest storm was obviously Hurricane Erin. It was a major hurricane, Category 5, and since then, haven't had at least a hurricane since Erin, the one so far. But as we continue to move through this week and into next week, the peak of hurricane season is officially September 10th. So next Wednesday, the official peak. Typically, the activity drops from that point on, but we're still expecting a busier than average season. So even though things are relatively quiet in the tropics now, that will likely change as we go through the rest of the month. Ragweed and grasses still causing some of us some seasonal allergy issues, including myself. So if you are suffering, you can probably blame ragweed and or grasses. Temperature wise, we certainly didn't suffer yesterday. Labor Day, 82 degrees at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport. No rain. It's been dry and it's going to remain dry over the next several days, but it was dry today. And as we've been talking about, we do expect dry conditions to kind of hang around. Sunday, 85. Saturday was 86. So we haven't had a 90-degree day since last Monday when we made it up to 91 degrees. So temperatures have been running a little bit below average. The record high for today is going to be safe. The record low will be safe as well. 99 degrees, that was set 11 years ago. And back in 1965, we picked up 5 inches of rainfall. UV index will be in this very high range over the next several days, including today. So even though temperatures will be running a little bit below average, that UV index will be in this very high range for today, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. So as always, you do want to protect your skin if you're doing anything outdoors, and make sure you're staying hydrated with these dry conditions in place. So as we do go through the rest of your Tuesday, a passing cloud or two will be possible. Once again, we're not looking for any kind of rainfall. Looking ahead towards this evening and tonight, mainly clear to mostly clear. So a few clouds in the upstate of South Carolina as we do look ahead towards Wednesday. The moisture is going to gradually increase as we do go through the rest of the work week, and temperatures are going to increase as well. Looking ahead towards Thursday, our in-house forecast model tries to paint in a stray shower because the moisture is going to increase, but at this point we're not looking for any kind of rainfall. So we're not expecting rain over the next few days, including Thursday, even though our forecast model tries to paint in that stray shower at this point. Over the next few days, according to the European forecast model, not expecting much in the way of rainfall, although towards Sunday and Monday, the European model tries to show a little bit of rain, and I'll say the American model shows that same thing. At this point, we've left rain out of our forecast, even as this cold front is going to be swinging through on Sunday. Over the next 7 days, according to the Weather Prediction Center, we're talking about basically trace amounts of rainfall for the majority of the Midlands. A little bit higher totals towards the coastal region, but not a lot of shower activity is in the forecast over the next 7 days. It's going to be basically dry, it looks like at this point, but mainly sunny skies today. A little bit of a breeze coming out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then we'll be clear to mostly clear tonight with lows possibly falling into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow morning. So something to kind of look forward to, kind of a preview of fall. Football season, obviously most teams started their games on Saturday. Up next for Clemson is Troy Memorial Stadium. 3:30 kickoff. Temperatures going to be pretty hot too, right around 90 degrees. So mostly sunny and pretty hot in Death Valley on Saturday. Coastal Carolina playing Charleston Southern. This is going to be at Brooks Stadium over in Conway with a kickoff temperature of about 84 degrees. And South Carolina State at Williams-Brice Stadium Saturday night. Temperatures right around 88 degrees, mostly sunny. We'll call it very warm. So it is going to be pretty warm over the weekend with daytime highs on Saturday in the low to mid 90s. We'll be in the low to mid 90s on Friday as well. Short term, highs in the low to mid 80s today and tomorrow. And then as we do look ahead towards Thursday, those temperatures do start to warm up pretty close to average. At this point, we don't have any rain in the forecast for Sunday or Monday, but temperatures will be a little bit cooler. It looks like especially by Monday with those highs returning into the low 80s. Myrtle Beach forecast for the weekend, the first weekend of September 2025, mid 80s both Saturday and Sunday, mid to upper 80s Saturday and Sunday in Charleston and in the upstate of South Carolina. Greenville expecting a high of about 89 degrees on Saturday, low 80s on Sunday. We'll call it partly cloudy skies Sunday afternoon. As we do look ahead, 8 to 14 days out, do expect warmer than normal conditions a little bit farther towards our west and cooler than normal conditions for a part of South Carolina, with the rest of South Carolina being pretty close to average.